Good day, this is Jeff Branneman with Jett Ministries, and this is a Winning Hurt Encouragement segment, and it's entitled You Can Behave. It's going to make sense if you hang with me for a minute. You see, after 2 years, or 2 years after my injury, where I got hurt, I had a sprint car accident where it caused a frontal brain injury that I've had to deal with, and God spoke to me after 2 years. He spoke to me in my office at work. Now get this, God speaks. Yes, hang in there and listen to this. I'm going to tell you what he said in a minute, but first let me explain what I was doing for those first 2 years. Prior to that, you need to know that I was an on-fire Christian that had a real, vibrant, intimate relationship with Jesus where he spoke to me and I talked to him. It was just awesome the way we had it. But when I got hurt, all of a sudden, if you can imagine your brain having a bunch of highways and avenues and everything else, streets, the way that I related to Jesus was straight on. All of a sudden, now that I'm hurt, I can get to Jesus, but I have to use these highways and byways, which made it very hard to have the same thing that I had with him before in the relationship. So here's the things that I dealt with. Life was hard after the injury, and my head hurt a lot, and things were affected, like I couldn't make a decision to turn left or right when I got to an intersection. I couldn't choose something from the order board, a Jack-in-the-Box. I'd have a panic attack. If I was at Home Depot looking for a part and there were 5 options, I couldn't decide which one to take. So I had memory problems. I had lazy brain, certainly in the morning to start the day and at the end of the day, kind of like when a boxer's knocked out and is trying to get up from the canvas. That's how I was in my living. Panic attacks, like I mentioned before, depression, the list goes on, but you get the picture. So my way of dealing with this for the first 2 years of the injury was it was easier to get to my wife and let her be both my wife and my God. And I put the expectations that I used to get from God onto her, which made her life very tough, and it really stressed our relationship, our marriage. So one day, like I said, when I'm in my office at work in Sedona, Arizona, God spoke and he said, Jeff, you know you can get to me. You can still get to me. It's going to be hard, but you can get to me even with your injury, even though I haven't healed every part of your injury. And I want you to start trying, because it's not fair to your wife to keep imposing on her, expecting from her the things that you're asking of her. Those things you can still get from me. And so my point in sharing all of this today is to encourage you. Yes, when you're hurt, you need a network of support, but there's a day that comes that you need to adjust that and not put so much of a burden, a hardship on those loved ones that are caring for you. You can behave. You know, it's not a license when you're hurt to misbehave, if you know what I mean. You don't have to misbehave. You can behave, and certainly when you know Jesus, if you want to place your faith in Jesus and follow him and depend on him, you can get to him, and he will be faithful to help you in ways that even the loved ones can't, but you're expecting them to help you. So this, if you'll do this, and you'll find ways to re-engage the Lord through his Bible, through prayer, and through accountability, you will begin to see healing results like you've never had before. And you'll save relationships, you'll save your marriage, you'll save friendships, family life, even jobs if you're still working. So I just had to share that with you today, because I've journeyed with a few people over the past few weeks that have suffered back injuries and other setbacks in life difficulties like cancer, and so many things where the healing is not going to happen overnight. So behave with God's help and with our help if we can be an encouragement to you. Hang with us, win at life, and journey with us at jettlife.org and Jett Life on Facebook. Blessings on you. Have a great day.